Make sure that your recipient is warm and comfortable, and that you have pre-warmed the oil and the toweling. Take the time to oil up the recipient. It's a time for you to find any areas of tension and to relax them prior to the massage. Begin with the effleurage movement, using slow, rhythmical movements towards the heart. This movement should relax your recipient and warm the tissues and muscles and prepare them for deeper movements. Pads of 3 fingers make a circular U-shape over the gluteals, then repeat on the other side. Pads of your thumbs make a heart shape over the sacral area or the small of your back. With the pads of 3 fingers again, make small circles up the erectus spinae and then repeat on the other side. Avoid the spinal area, never massage or apply pressure to the spine itself. Massage either side, a form of digital friction. Do remember the golden rule, massage muscles, not bone. Spread your fingers open and fork up the erector spinae, the muscle that runs either side of the spine. Apply pressure as you come down. Up again, but this time you're going to feather down with really light movements. It almost feels like water trickling down your back. Circle around the trapezius muscle, making large circles and smaller ones, covering the entire area, a great area of tension. The trapezius muscle runs between the shoulders. Here we have a petrissage movement. This helps to slightly stretch the tissues, which helps to maintain elasticity and mobility. Work your way all around the shoulder blade, getting in to all the areas as they harbour enormous amounts of tension. As we move into the cupping movement, remember to shape this into the neck. Cup the entire back gently over the kidney area. This is a very invigorating movement. Straight into hacking. Again, relax those arms and the wrists. Lighten up over the kidney area again. And avoid doing a karate chop. Keep the wrists really loose. Effleurage it out. Here we have the nudging movement, repeated on both sides of the erector spinae. This loosens up the muscle. Here we have the friction movement, warming all the muscles of the back. We're showing a petrissage movement again. Place the recipient's arm into the small of their back and lift their shoulder up slightly so that you can see the line of the scapula or the shoulder blade. Then using the pad of just one finger, massage all around the raised shoulder blade area. Remember, the arm should only be put into the small of the back within a pain-free range. Don't try and force that arm if it feels uncomfortable. We place it back down. Effleurage. And then spread the erector spinae, starting in the middle, using the palms. And spread it out. We now begin the gluteal massage. Remember your towel etiquette with this movement. Place the towel over the recipient's back, then gently pull out the towel from underneath it, leaving the top towel in place. You can then fold this up into the correct position. Secure the towel down so the recipient feels nicely secure. Start with effleurage to warm the gluteal muscles. Straight into kneading. This is a big muscle and can cope with deep manipulation. Cup, remembering not to slap and to keep a rhythmical movement. Hack the entire of the gluteal muscle. Knead it out. Then using the pads of 3 fingers, make small circular strips down the gluteal muscle. Effleurage to finish, and then repeat on the other side. Here we have the back of leg massage. Remember, if your recipient has hairy legs, you may need to use just that little bit more oil. Effleurage the entire length of the leg. Remember to lighten up the pressure over the back of the knee. Massage along the length of the Achilles tendon. Then petrissage up the calf muscle. Using the pads of both thumbs, separate the gastrocnemius or calf muscle. Remember to stop just before the back of the knee. Then using both hands, ring the calf area using pressure on the upward movement and gliding gently down on the downward stroke. Moving up to the hamstring area, effleurage to warm the muscles. Then knead the inner side of the thigh area. Knead the outer side of the thigh area. Then moving into cupping and hacking on the outside area only. And finish with long sweeping effleurage over the entire length of the leg. Remove the towel to expose the front of the leg. Again, watch towel etiquette here. Only the body part you're working on should be exposed at any one time. Begin with slow effleurage up the entire leg, remembering to ease up the pressure over the knee. With the pads of your thumbs, make small circles either side of the shin bone. Bend the knee and use deep digital friction along the shin bone on the inner side. These movements are smaller and deeper than pectrissage, although very similar. Move on to a fast friction movement on the back of the gastrocnemius muscles. And then effleurage down the quads and up under the hamstrings several times, applying a fair amount of pressure. Then help your recipient place their leg back down. Do a little bit more effleurage. Then pectrissage using the palms of your hands around the patella or the kneecap. Then again, with digital friction, get your pads of your thumbs and work them all the way around the knee. Effleurage the quads or thigh muscles to warm them again. And then knead the inner thigh. Knead the outer thigh, passing the muscle from hand to hand as you move. And then cup. Remember to make that sound as though a horse is trotting, not a slap, creating a vacuum. Onto the hacking of the outer thigh. Effleurage it out and claw the area as though you're picking the skin up away from the bone, again in a rhythmical alternate hand fashion. Finish with effleurage over the entire leg, soothing, warming and relaxing. Here we have the foot massage. Only uncover one foot at a time to keep the other one warm. It's best to use a fair amount of pressure right from the beginning of this massage, even when you're oiling up. Some people tend to be a bit ticklish. All your movements should be exaggerated and firm. Start with some effleurage, just warming the feet. Then spread the thumbs across the front of the foot, stretching the skin. Thumb backwards and forwards across the bottom of the foot. Again, make sure you do use firm pressure on this movement. Manipulate each toe in turn, and then you're going to trace down each track on the top of the foot, feeling for its natural path as you go. Spread the top of the foot again using your thumbs and finish with final effleurage over the foot and then tracing gently around the ankle. Here we begin the abdominal massage. Remember good towel etiquette so that you don't overexpose your recipient. Begin with return effleurage. Slow, very gentle movements. Position yourself on the right of the recipient and make a clockwise circle around the colon. Make sure your recipient is not pregnant nor menstruating. Stroke up the ascending colon, across the abdomen, and down. Using small circles, circle the colonic path again using digital friction. Use the pads of 3 fingers. Knee to the hip. This movement is known as the kidney lift, using slow, deliberate movements. Make sure your hands meet in the middle of the back and then gently pull away and back up to your starting point to effleurage and under the back again. Effleurage to finish. Now the arm massage. Effleurage the entire arm including the shoulder, and then gently back down again. Hold the arm up and massage inside and outside of the forearm. You know that the pressure is just right because as you massage, you can see the fingers move or flex out. Place the recipient's elbow across their chest and massage the inner and outer side of the upper arm. Knead the upper arm. Go fairly carefully on the inside of the arm, it's a very delicate area. And hack and effleurage it out again. Make a long effleurage movement from the wrist to the upper arm and again around the shoulder. And massage the wrist using the palms of both hands. Move on to circular movements around the wrist using the pads of both thumbs. Spread across the hands, again stretching the skin using your thumbs. And then using digital manipulation on each finger individually, working all the way down. Remember to give each finger a little pull as you finish. Petrissage again from each finger down towards the wrist, following down the natural path. Turn the hand over and firmly spread the palm of the hand using both thumbs. Finish with long effleurage up the arm and around the shoulder, and then finally sandwich off in between the fingers. Here we begin the chest and neck massage. Again, watch towel etiquette so as to not to overexpose your recipient. It's an important note to remember not to put too much oil on around the neck area. It can make you feel quite greasy and uncomfortable. Begin with effleuraging around the chest, along the shoulders and up the back of the neck. Begin with effleuraging around the chest, along the shoulders and up the back of the neck. Gently stroke one side of the neck using alternate hands, and then move on to the other side. Gently trace along the clavicle or collarbone using your thumb and forefinger, and on to gently knuckle into the neck. Remember, this must be a very gentle movement. And to finish, effleurage around the shoulders and pulling up the back of the neck again. And now we have the face and scalp massage. Begin with some soft effleurage, then move on to spreading the thumbs across the forehead. Again, use firm movements on this. It's very relaxing. Trace your fingers just under the cheekbone. This helps to release the sinuses, easing them as you go. Make a hand over hand effleurage movement under the chin, remembering to avoid the Adam's apple area. Effleurage along the shoulders and pull up the back of the neck. Then tell your recipient that you're going to be turning their head to one side while you claw into their scalp and massage, keeping your thumb fixed and moving your fingers. Spread your fingers around the recipient's ear, take the head back to the center and then over to the other side. and effleurage along the shoulders, up the back of the neck to finish.